All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about something pretty high stakes today. Imagine years of your hard work, your research, sealed in a tiny box and sent halfway across the world. We're diving into the world of time-critical logistics, specifically for the life sciences, where just one tiny delay, well, it can mean the difference between a huge breakthrough and a catastrophic loss.
Let's start right here with this feeling. Does this hit home for you? That knot that forms in your stomach the second a shipment with absolutely irreplaceable samples leaves your hands. It's a very real anxiety in this field, and honestly, it's the exact problem we're going to tackle.
So let's really unpack that problem. We're talking about way more than just a package showing up late. We're talking about critical failures that have massive, massive consequences. Let's take a look at what can actually go wrong.
And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? We are not just talking about packages here. We're talking about progress, about discovery, about countless hours of someone's life and work. A logistics failure isn't some minor inconvenience. It can put years of effort right down the drain.
Okay, so these are the specific things that keep researchers up at night. Think about it. Your shipment gets flat out rejected by an airline because of a tiny paperwork error, or it's detained by customs just sitting on a hot tarmac somewhere when it needs to be frozen. And maybe the most frustrating one of all, getting zero clear guidance from your courier in the first place. Every single one of these is a potential disaster.
But what if you could just avoid all of these nightmares? Let's switch gears and talk about the solution. Because it's about more than just getting a package from point A to point B. It's about feeling genuinely secure through that entire journey.
That's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? The whole idea isn't just to manage the logistics, but to completely take the stress and the complexity off your plate. It's about someone else handling every single little detail so you can get back to focusing on your actual work, not obsessively checking a tracking number.
So what does this peace of mind actually mean in this context? It's not just some fuzzy feeling. It's the real, tangible confidence you get from knowing a specialist is navigating every single potential roadblock, from customs regulations in one country to perfect temperature control in another, all the way across the globe. Now that kind of confidence, it doesn't just come from standard shipping practices. No way. It comes from deep, highly specialized knowledge. So let's look at the kind of expertise it really takes to handle these incredibly unique shipments without a single hitch.
This is really interesting because it shows how this is not a one-size-fits-all situation. For human specimens, it's all about navigating this insane maze of import and export rules to get through customs fast. For animal specimens, the top priority is just making sure they're not mishandled. With pharmaceuticals, it's all about that precise, unwavering temperature control. It shows you that this has to be a tailored service built on tailored knowledge.
And this kind of expertise wasn't just built overnight. Handling critical pharma shipments since 1997, think about that. That means they've seen it all. Decades of changing regulations, new technologies, and all kinds of unexpected global events. That builds a foundation of reliability that you just can't get any other way but through experience.
Let's get really specific about temperature, because this is absolutely non-negotiable. From standard ambient temps all the way down to cryogenic, at a mind-boggling -150 degrees Celsius, the entire spectrum has to be covered. And what's really crucial here is the use of validated packaging and data lockers. That means you get verifiable proof, hard data, that the cold chain was never broken. There's no guesswork involved. Okay, so you've got the technical skill, you've got the decades of experience. What's the real differentiator? Well, a lot of times it comes down to philosophy. It's about being proactive. It's about solving problems before they even have a chance to happen. Let's dig into what it means to go the second mile. I love this quote. It just illustrates the whole philosophy so perfectly. The first mile? That's doing what's required. Picking up the box, delivering the box. The bare minimum. But that second mile? That's all about anticipation, preparation, and doing so much more than what's expected to absolutely guarantee success. And here's what that philosophy actually looks like in practice. It's not about sitting back and waiting for a problem to pop up. Notice the order here. It starts with understanding your goals. Then they anticipate challenges. But look really closely at number 3. Provide docs guidance. This is the game changer, right here. So many shipments get stuck in customs because of simple, preventable paperwork errors. By providing that guidance before the package even leaves your facility, they prevent the single most common reason for failure. So let's bring this all together.
We've looked at the problem, we've looked at the solution, and we've seen the proactive mindset that powers it all. The final takeaway here is pretty simple. It's about putting an end to these logistics headaches once and for all.
Now that is the ultimate statement of confidence. It's not just a claim about good service, it's a promise. A promise to earn your trust so completely that all that anxiety we talked about at the very beginning, it just becomes a thing of the past. That's a powerful commitment.
And so we end right back where we started, with that feeling of security. If you're just tired of the constant uncertainty that comes with shipping your critical work, maybe it's time to try a different way. The real takeaway here is that a specialized, headache-free solution is out there.
And if you want to learn more, here is all the contact info right here. They are ready to help you out.